that the consistency should be dropping consistency like this. To serve them these delicious bread pakoras. Just half a minute more in the oil and we are going to drain them off. And crispy goldenish in color. We need white sandwich bread, or also you can use any other bread like brown bread, whichever is of your taste. Teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of tomato ketchup, some green coriander chutney. This is ajwain or carom seeds, half a teaspoon of that, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, salt as per taste, half a teaspoon of red chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of amchur, that is green mango powder, and pinch of baking soda. For stuffing we are using boiled mashed potatoes, little bit of that, and 1 full cup of besan, that is chickpea flour. That's it with the ingredients. Our first step will be to prepare the batter. For that we are firstly going to sieve the chickpea flour or besan, because this will help us while preparing the batter. We will have no lumps. Sieve it nicely. Next we are going to add pinch of baking soda or cooking soda. Basically it is soda bicarb. It gives nice texture to our pakoras. Salt, a teaspoon of salt, very little turmeric powder. This will give nice color. Half a teaspoon of red chili powder, or as much spicy you like, and half a teaspoon of amchur, that is green mango powder. This will give a nice tangy flavor. And 1/4 teaspoon or half a teaspoon ajwain or carom seeds, and mix them all together nicely. Now we will slowly add water to make a thick batter. Don't add too much of water at one point. Keep mixing it nicely. Keep adding little water and immediately mix it with good pressure so that there are no lumps. As you can see, there are lumps right now, but we will remove all of them, no worries. As the batter is too thick, we are going to add some more water. And give it a nice mix. As you can see, it is now very smooth. There are no lumps, but this is too thick. We need the batter to be of dropping consistency. So we'll add some more water. And again, nicely mix it. At this point, it's better to use a whisk rather than a spatula or a spoon. So I'll take on the whisk now. Add some more water. That's it. And nicely whisk it like you whisk your eggs. Keep mixing nicely. You can see it's of dropping consistency now. Perfect. One more time I'm going to mix it nicely. And we are going to keep this batter aside for 5 minutes. Our batter is ready. The most important point of making the perfect batter is that the consistency should be dropping consistency like this. You can adjust the amount of besan and water depending upon how many pakoras or bread pakoras you are making, but for that just keep in mind the consistency. It should be of dropping consistency. Now while we keep this for rest, let's heat oil in a kadhai for deep frying the bread pakoras. While the oil is getting hot, let's prepare the stuffing for our bread pakora. Take mashed boiled potatoes, mash them very nicely with the back of a spoon like this. There should be no lumps or big pieces, as they don't taste nice while eating. After this, add salt, very little, about 1/4 a teaspoon I should say, and red chili powder, 1/4 a teaspoon again, or even less than that, depends on how spicy you like it. And very important, amchur or chaat masala, whichever is available for you. Very little carom seeds, like this. And I like adding very little coriander chutney because it gives nice flavor to the potato. And mix them all very nicely. Some fresh green coriander also, and all of them mix very nicely. As you can see, we have got this nice color because of the spices and most importantly the coriander chutney we added, and how quickly our stuffing is ready. Now let's stuff our breads and sandwich them with the potato filling that we prepared. Take 2 breads. You can apply a little bit of oil also, not much but very little. Okay, and now after that, put the potato filling onto the bread. Stuff it nicely. There should be no area which doesn't see the potato filling. As you can see, I have stuffed the complete slice of bread with the potato filling, and now again we are going to top it up with one more piece of bread and press it so that the filling doesn't come out, just like this while frying. That's it, and keep it aside. So our potato sandwiches are ready. So we are going to make aloo ke bread pakore or potato bread pakore. Also, I'd like to show you some plain bread pakoras because there are times when we actually don't feel like taking the pain of making the fillings and all that. So we can have them plain bread pakoras also, and trust me, they taste delicious too. You can have it with your hot tea or any beverage of your own choice. So our oil is hot, our batter is ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just pour 2 drops of hot oil into the batter and give it a nice mix. It gives a nice smoothness to the batter, that's it. And also we will like to check the oil is hot properly or not. For that, just drop very little batter into the hot oil, and it came up instantly, and they have puffed up also nicely, so the oil is ready to go. So I'm going to dip the breads inside the batter and deep fry them. First I'm going to show you a plain bread pakora. So dip the plain bread slice into the batter nicely so that you should not see the bread slice at all. From all the sides and corners, covered nicely. Take out extra batter like this before you drop it into the hot oil, and that's it. Drop it into the hot oil, and after that pour hot oil over to the bread like this. This will help get it cooked nicely from all the sides. See, the oil temperature should not be very hot also, because what will happen in that case, the bread pakora won't get cooked from inside, whereas it will look that it's got cooked completely from outside. So let it take its own time little bit. As you can see, our bread pakora is all puffed up. This is because of the baking soda we add. And see how pretty it's looking. Plain bread pakora, no much effort. can be prepared so quickly. That's it, it's about time. Just half a minute more in the oil and we are going to drain them off. As you can see, the bread pakora is all crispy and golden brownish in color. I'm going to drain it out from the hot oil. Try to remove as much excess oil you can and drain it onto the top of a paper towel. And see what crispy, lovely, puffed up bread pakora, plain bread pakora is ready. After the plain bread pakora, let me show you how to fry the stuffed potato filling bread pakora. So our aloo ka bread pakora, for that just dip your potato sandwich nicely into the batter from all the sides. You should not be able to see the bread at all. And voila, drop it inside the hot oil like this. Okay, here it goes. Pour the hot oil like this and turn the side. It's already done from the other side, and see, it's getting so nicely puffed up and crispy goldenish in color. Half a minute more and I'm going to drain it out. Let it cook, get it cooked from the other side too. See, it's how easy to prepare stuffed or plain bread pakoras at home. That's it. I'm going to drain it out from the hot oil and plate it onto a paper towel. Wow, look at this. How perfect it's looking. Crispy, goldenish. I'll just turn off the flame. So our stuffed aloo bread pakora and plain bread pakora both are ready. So now let's cut the stuffed bread pakora into two halves. Also, one more small trick: before you serve, you can just remove this extra stuff if it comes while frying, because which is very natural. So now just cut it into two halves like this. And see, wow, how pretty they are looking. Stuffed aloo bread pakora and plain bread pakora too is ready just for you. Why eat these on roadside streets when we can actually prepare them at home so easily and quickly, because it doesn't even require much ingredients. So next time you have guests at your tea time, do serve them these delicious bread pakoras.